Hello everybody, here is Theresa and I welcome you in my podcast Flowing in the Deep with yet another episode. This episode is called Journey to Dignified Love. I decided to make this podcast because I've been looking around and observing life and existence, and I think that it's something that we should discuss and share. And in this podcast, I always share wisdom that I've learned on my own journey, as well as intuitively observing and absorbing and being a witness of a collective consciousness evolution journey. So I would like to present you with something that I've written today about this topic, and in that case to perhaps elaborate on it with a little bit more depth. So I hope you enjoy this podcast, and thank you for listening. Affirmation of dignified love. The only bridge that leads to me is the bridge of honesty and truth. Mind games kill the soul and make one feel unsafe and insecure. Because it is not natural to pure, grounded love. These are the boundaries that cannot be crossed for one's own safety. If one decides to repeat the cycles with deceitful game tools, will meet with personal walls. I protect my heart and my soul, as well as I protect the true essence of love. By not allowing such energy, we help eliminate it from the collective. Accepting the mind games, tests, cheats, lies, masks, even half-truths means accepting such toxicity into our being. The toxic energy of lies and deceit, accepting the ghosting and gaslighting, accepting the narcissism in love. And whoever met with these toxic traits in people knows how it hurts and how it damages the love. I cannot let that close to me, and neither you should let that close to you, listeners, especially after we take so much to heal ourselves in past or from past. This is not pointed to anyone concrete. This is an affirmation of my own dignity and integrity that I want to share with you, because I believe that each one of us can benefit from the wisdom that we all learned individually ourselves. So if someone truly loves you, will not play with you, will not gaslight you, will not ghost you or breadcrumb you, will not disrespect you, will not command you their my way or highway rules, but they will have naturally your best interests at heart and treat you as they would treat themselves. And this connection is mutual. They will be grounded in love for you and be naturally kind as much as they would expect kindness from others. This is the true essence of love. So from now on, my beloved listeners, let us only allow true love in its real form, as I allow that in my life, and my heart cannot take any less than, and so shouldn't yours. Let us end these cycles. And if we are still healing from traumas, connection is possible. Only with true vulnerable communication. So that the two people can see where they can connect and where they can heal together. Where they can work on healing, where they can support each other, where they can be triggered and may need empathy and mutual effort to deal with the triggers by communicating it together. Only that way we can all allow love bloom with healing and mutual connection that creates better mutual understanding. This works for couples or collective society, humanity. So let us all choose mutual kindness and treat others as we would treat ourselves, or expect treatment from others to ourselves. Love is a precious gift, not a burden. Burden is made by toxic traits of unhealed traumas and the denial of them in us, or denial of love within us for false sense of safety. And those traits were collected since childhood, when we were born and our parents passed them on to us. It's called generational traumas. Or it could be past life traumas and karmic cycles that need to be discovered within us and healed to break those cycles. And only we can do that if we are all cooperating with each other with open hearts and give chance and hope for better, even if we've been hurt before. Not expecting the same thing to happen again only because some certain patterns are similar, especially if we don't recognize that those patterns come from us. We are all one, and broken pieces can be mended only by mutual empathy and compassion, not by resentment, deception, or suspicions not based on truth. A collective society that we were brought up and we lived, we experienced, or the system itself, or the collective energy. So let the truth win over lies and save the love's essence from toxic flow of demons inside of our heads. Because there all is born. The thoughts passing clouds that we take so seriously. The habits, bad habits, cycles unhealed, undiscovered. This is all where we need to start unfolding these without being afraid of we need to take that courage, and when it comes to the surface, instead of shoveling it under the carpet again, let us embrace it, feel that with emotions, ask ourselves, our higher selves, our spirit guides, what is it that makes me keep repeating these patterns, these cycles? Where is the root issue? And the first thing usually that comes up, a thought, a memory from childhood or any other part of life, is usually the root issue that needs to be observed and healed. And then when we figure out where is the issue and what does it make us feel, how does it make us react to certain things that others act upon, then look within and feel it. Cry about it. Let the emotions come out. Let them take over you. But don't give up, because this is the journey of our dignified love. How can we dignify love? Only by discovering ourselves first. Become one with our light and our shadow by being open, limitless to any knowledge, any feeling, any impression, any experience. Open our hearts by feeling. Many of us has experienced an absence of love. In most cases, we could say there are many of us grew up without a masculine energy. The father. And therefore carry a trauma of rejection, fear of abandonment can develop anxious attachments. Or perhaps there were families that there were a father figure, but the father figure rejected the emotions from a child that we were. Therefore, we couldn't have that empathy and that emotions developed, and we learned to hide feelings. And we have love from the mother's side, and we learn how to nurture, how to be loved. but both energies need to be always in balance. So there is a lot to discover about ourselves if we go back to the root. Each lifetime the journey may be different because we are leveling up in consciousness. Therefore we carry to this life whatever we have signed for, what kind of wisdom to learn, what kind of experience. And there we are, passing through each lesson and learning, rediscovering ourselves, unlearning old programmings, and reconnecting to our hearts. We mirror our internal cosmos with the external cosmos that we lived in. This is all part of collective learning. Different planets, different galaxies, different races. We all are one, therefore we all experience our individual experiences, and all for one reason, and that is love. Love, unity, harmony. But in times to experience that, we need to meet with the shadow first, with the darkness first, with the polar opposite. To experience the sense of void, to experience the sense of pain, to experience the sense of abandonment and loneliness, to experience the sense of self as we reborn and rise bodhis. We have been created as creatures that naturally need safety. Safety, especially for feminine energies, is very, very important, whether it is in a relationships or in the individual lives. Feminine energy, feminine beings usually need safety as a priority. In a masculine energy as well as in an environment. Feminine energy therefore seeks safety first in a relationship and family environment or external environment. Masculine energy thrives in protection of the feminine energy. That's the nature of existence in polarity and yin and yang. So therefore, we need that learning. We choose to help each other. We choose to be always one there for each other. In terms to let it be authentic and deep, we need to experience the emptiness of it, the absence of it. So therefore we create different tests, like racism or divisions, discriminations of different kinds. To defragmentalize us until we have no more to be divided for, because we understood every emotion behind that. Because naturally we are light beings, beings of light. Our inner being seeks light. Whatever tests we experience, our inner being naturally seeks life. There's many expressions to it. A God, the One, the Source, Allah, or any other that is within us as well as without. And we seek it naturally, no matter how many darknesses we went through. And therefore, we naturally evolve. And that connects us all. That is the connection we all realize. And we will eliminate the divisions one by one by deeply understanding it. Each of the fragments that we are has a different pace of it, but we all go the same direction. The universe and multiverse doesn't stay, always expands and evolves, seeking the ultimate harmony of all, of one. So love is the fuel of all, fundamental, fuel. So journey to dignified love begins and ends with self. When we find that dignified love within ourselves, towards ourselves, we find harmony. And with that harmony, we give others in authentic